What's up everybody? Welcome back to my kitchen for another recipe video. My name is Derek from Simnett Nutrition, and today I'm excited to share with you 3 amazing low-fat dressings. Man, you guys are gonna love this one. So in one of my last sauce recipe videos, a few of you guys mentioned that you wanted some low-fat dressing options. And I totally get it. I know a lot of the sauces that I make are pretty high in fat and they're quite calorie dense, and I personally like that. I really like to bump up the calories of my meals with like a healthy sauce. I just love like a rich, creamy sauce. And we know that fat helps us to absorb those fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. But I know not everybody's like that. Not everybody wants to be dumping a calorie-rich sauce onto their meals all the time. So that's why I'm making this video for you here today. We got 3 low-fat dressings, or sauces. I don't really know the difference. I'm gonna have to search that one day and figure that out. But anyways, I have 3 really tasty dressings to show you guys today, and they're all really low in fat and they're really, really tasty. I just kind of tested them all and figured out the amounts and everything for all of them, and let me tell you guys, they are so good. So let's get started. I have a miso ginger dressing that I'm gonna be sharing with you guys. Also a sweet Dijon mustard. This one's so good. I actually was surprised at how good this one turned out. And then also a blueberry lemon dressing. It's a really nice one, pretty light, goes great on salads. The other 2 you can put pretty much on anything. So I'll start with the ginger miso because I think it's probably the best one of the bunch. One of the nice things about making sauces and dressings at home on your own is that you don't have to worry about running out of them. A lot of the time you just have the ingredients on hand and you can just make as much or as little as you want whenever you need it. So yeah, it's a really good skill to learn how to make delicious sauces, especially if you're trying to eat more whole foods, plant-based. It's gonna make it way more delicious and way easier. So these are blended sauces I'm going to be showing you here today, so you will need a blender of some type. I'm just going to be using my little magic bullet here, trusty magic bullet, just to show you guys that you can do this in just about any blender. You don't need like a high-powered blender like a Vitamix like I usually use. So yeah, let's do this. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention the recipes for all these sauces will be in the description box down below to make it nice and easy for you guys. But please still watch the video, you might get some cool tips. So all these sauces are really simple. You can see this one here just has 5 ingredients, 6 if you include water as one of the ingredients. But we're gonna be using some miso paste. We've also got some toasted sesame seeds, and these I just toasted myself just on the oven in a dry frying pan. Just heat it up and just basically start sauteing them and just keep moving them around until they start to turn nice and golden brown. And then you want to take them off the heat right away because they do burn really quickly. We'll be using some ginger too. I've got some rice vinegar. You can use any vinegar will do, but I like rice vinegar for this recipe. And then medjool date to sweeten it. So you guys know I always like to try and balance all the flavors with these sauces, and I always like to include something sweet, something salty, and something tangy. And I find that almost always makes a really nice dressing. So here we go. So we're gonna start with 1.5 tablespoons of miso paste. Looks like I'm gonna have to get some more soon. And then we're gonna do 4 teaspoons of the sesame seeds that we toasted. So there is some fat in this salad dressing, but there's only about 5 or 6 grams of fat in this much sesame seeds. So it's really not much. I would still consider it pretty low fat. The other ones are like no fat dressings. So we'll throw in that chunk of ginger. This is probably about 8 to 10 grams of ginger, but yeah, just a good size, about that big. Actually, I'm gonna cut it up a little bit because the magic bullet's not quite as strong as the Vitamix. And then we'll do 1.5 tablespoons of the rice vinegar. That's close to 2, that's all right. We'll throw in a whole pitted medjool date. Don't forget to take that out of there because that will ruin your sauce. And then 1/2 cup of water. And then you just want to blend on high until it's all blended up. All right, let's see how we did. I feel like I messed up how much water I put in here. Man, what I always tell you guys, I say, don't put too much water in at first because you can always add water to a recipe, but you can't take it away. How did I do that? Yeah, definitely not quite 1/2 cup of water. Let's just say 1/3 cup of water and then add a little bit more as you go to get it to the desired consistency. I mean, it's not terrible, but you can see it's a little bit watery. But what's most important is how it tastes. So let's try it. Wow. I got a little bite from the ginger there. Wow. Yeah, it is so good. Man, really rich tasting. The toasted sesame seeds just give it this like really, really nice, deep, kind of like nutty flavor. I don't even know how to describe it. If you've ever had toasted sesame seeds, you know exactly the flavor that I'm talking about. Yeah, this one is really good. So you can definitely use this one on salads, but I like to use this type of dressing on something like a stir fry or whatever. Just earlier I made a little chickpea stir fry here and added it to that, and it was absolutely perfect on there. And as you can see as well, I added a few of the toasted sesame seeds on top just to give it a little extra flavor. You guys are really gonna love this one. I'm serious, it is so, so good. Worth the 5 grams of fat. But that's another thing, you probably don't want to have all this in one go. There's a lot of sodium in here, so this would be for, 2 or 3 servings at least. Perfect. Alright, so the next one I'm going to show you is the sweet Dijon mustard dressing. This one is so good, really versatile, it really will go on just about anything. You can definitely put this one on like soups. Soup? Why would you put dressing on soup? Salad, stir fry, you can even put it on top of like potatoes. Man, it is really, really good. So let me show you what we're doing here. So you can see all the ingredients here for this one. Again, really simple. You are gonna need some spicy brown mustard for this one. I don't know if it's the same as Dijon mustard. I guess it probably isn't, but sweet brown mustard dressing just doesn't have the same ring to it. So just, yeah, just go along with it. And then we've got some medjool dates we'll be putting in there for sweetness as well. The twin pillars of most of my cooking, some garlic powder and some onion powder. And then we're just gonna add some salt to taste and then some water to get it all going. And, oh, I forgot one. And some apple cider vinegar. So you can see on this one, again, we have all those components. We have sweet, we have salty, and we have tangy again. So for this one, we're gonna be using 3 pitted medjool dates, 2 tablespoons of the spicy brown mustard, 2 tablespoons of the spicy brown mustard, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Oh man, maybe just a little bit less than 1 tablespoon. A pinch of salt, and I've got a half a cup of water here. And because I'm smart and I learn, I'm only gonna put in about 3/4 of this, and then just in case I want to add more, got a little bit more. Oh yeah, this one's really thick. We can definitely add the rest of the water here. Alright, so let's taste this one, see how we did here. Ooh, man, that is so good. It tastes store-bought. This is amazing, this one. Dang, this is good. Excuse me a minute. So yeah, this one's sweet, tangy, creamy, really versatile, like I said. So for this one, just sauteed up some kale and some green onion in a little bit of vegetable broth, and then just plated it up, poured some of this on top, added some green onion, and yeah, we got ourselves a nice little kale salad. Not too bad. But don't feel like you have to use these sauces for what I'm showing you here. I mean, they're really versatile, and I want you guys to use these for whatever you need sauce for. And then this last one I'm going to show you is the blueberry lemon dressing. And this one's really nice, super light and fresh tasting, goes really, really well on a salad, and it's really simple to make. So let me show you what's in here. So for this one, we're going to need some frozen blueberries, date, got some lemon there, and we are going to be using some cardamom as well. So this isn't necessary, but I do find it adds a nice little bit of flavor to this. And if you guys don't know about cardamom, it's kind of a floral tasting spice, I guess. And I just find it goes really, really well with this recipe. We're gonna have a little salt in there as well. Always gotta kick it up a notch. And then we've got some water that's gonna be going in there. So let's do this. 1 cup of frozen blueberries. Fresh will work too, but it's out of season for us, so frozen it is. 1 pitted medjool date. And we're gonna be using the juice from this whole lemon here, but along with the juice of the lemon, we're actually gonna be using some of the lemon zest as well. So we're gonna be using the zest from half of a lemon, and how I like to get it off is just really, really thinly slice it off with your knife. Try to take as little of the white pith with it as you can. So if you kind of farmed it like I did and left a little bit of the white on there, you can just go ahead and trim that off again after. No harm, no foul. So it's not terrible if a bit of the white gets in there. I mean, it's not bad for you. It's probably really good for you, actually. But it does have a bit of a bitter flavor, so we want to try and eliminate that as much as possible. And the nice thing about using the lemon rind or the lemon zest is that it gives it a really lemony flavor, almost like you've put some essential oil in there. And then what you want to do is just gather them all up and just kind of chop them up really, really small, just to help the blender out, because this is a little bit tough for the blender to blend. If you're using a high-speed blender like a Vitamix or a Blendtec, it shouldn't matter at all. But just because I'm using the old magic bullet here, I'm gonna try and give it a bit of help. And then we've got it all chopped up, so that's going in there. And then you want to use the juice from the full lemon, like I said. And then I'm gonna add just half a teaspoon or so, probably not even that. Let's say 1/3 of a teaspoon of this cardamom. It's a pretty strong flavor, so you definitely don't want to add too much. A pinch of salt. Now it might seem weird to add salt to this one because it's such a sweet dressing, but it does definitely bring out some of the flavors, so I do like to add it. And then I've got 1/2 cup of water. Should I gamble on putting the whole thing in there? Yeah, let's do it. Oh no, looks like a lot. And we just want to blend it up like all the other ones. Wow, yeah, super good. Whew. I like it. I don't know what to say about it. I mean, you can imagine how it tastes. But I'm telling you, I tried it without the cardamom, and with the cardamom in there, it definitely hits a little bit different. It's really good. And then, like I said at the start, this one is really, really light and fresh, so it's really good on a salad. I mean, you could probably put it on a stir fry if you want, but definitely wouldn't be my first choice. Alright, so I think that's probably it for this video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching the video all the way to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, definitely hit the like button. And if you do make these dressings and you put them on some of your food, definitely tag me on Instagram at Simnett Nutrition. I love to see what you guys create using my recipes. So if you enjoy my content and you haven't subscribed yet, I would love for you to subscribe and definitely leave your comments in the comment section down below. What did you guys think of these sauces and what do you want to see next? Let me know, because I do listen. You guys asked for the low-fat dressings and sauces and I provided. So thank you so much. I'll see you guys soon. I got a bunch to eat right now. 3 big meals and even more sauces. So I'll see you guys soon with another video. Much love from me. Happy New Year. See ya.